Yo, my 1v1 me fam, your boy, your Uncle HK is back with another video today, and it's Monday. It's power rankings time for week 6 of our 2v2 mod player league. But Team Draco has had to drop out of our season 1 because Quickie decided to step away from 1v1 me for personal reasons. So now I'll be highlighting our 6 bottom tier, our 6 mid tier, and our 5 top tier teams for week 6 of our 2v2 mod player league. Let's get into it. All right, y'all, this is our 6 bottom tier teams in week 6, and their record that they went in that week is right next to them. So Team Slump hold that 17th spot. They went 0-6, but we like to highlight our top 2 teams. All right, our 13th ranked team was Team Iggy Mo this week. They went 2-2, had a shocking win against Team Takeover Season, ending that team's 10-game win streak and slowing down their momentum as well. Team Iggy Mo also beat Team KC Trappin', handing them one of their 2 losses that they had this week. Team Iggy Mo has potential. They just need to close out their close games more to take them to the next level. Our 12th ranked team we had is Team 2Tech. They went 2-3 in week 6. They had a surprising win against a top tier team in Team Swag X Godly and are not too far off from playoff contention. One big win against a team 3 ranks above them could get them back into playoff picture and back on track after a rough couple weeks. They are currently on a 2-game win streak and look to continue their run. All right, now into our mid-tier pack. We had Team OFAB at the bottom of our mid-tier pack. They went 3-3 on the week, but like I said, we like to highlight our top 2 teams. All right, our 7th ranked team is Team KC Trappin'. They went 4-2 in week 6. They had an impressive week 6, beating a top tier team at the time in Team Chad Benz, and we're on a 4-game win streak before losing their very last matchup in week 6 to a top tier team in Team Blix. Team KC Trappin' have now gotten themselves back into playoff picture at the 7th spot and are a dark horse team to be on the lookout for. Then we go into our 6th ranked team, Team Chad Benz, who have dropped out of the top tier into the mid tier. They were a top tier team every week before this week and still probably would have been one if Team Draco wasn't out the league for this season, but they had a rough week 6 being 1-3, losing to Team KC Trappin' and Team OFAB, who are teams that are below them in terms of rank and tiers at the time. Team Chad Benz currently are tied for the 8th spot on our playoff leaderboards, with Team OFAB just barely hanging on to that playoff spot, so they need to turn it back up. Now we're into our top tier teams, and ahead of our top tier teams, we got the 2K Twins at the number 2 spot. They went 4-2 in week 6. They have the 3rd best record across our 2v2 mod player league, being 26-10, and their only losses were to 2 top tier teams in Team Takeover Season and Team Blix, which were all in the same day. But they continue to dominate the league, beating the bottom tier, mid tier, and top tier teams this season consistently, as reflected in their record and in the previous 10-game win streak that they were on before losing to a top tier team in Team Takeover Season. Then our number 1 team on our power rankings for another week in a row is Team Takeover Season. They hold the 2nd best record across our 2v2 mod player league, being 28-9, and have consistently been our best team throughout the past 3 weeks. They had a rough ending to their week 6, but they did have a statement win against the number 1 team on our playoff leaderboards, the 2K Twins, to assert that they are the actual best team across our 2v2 mod player league. All right, y'all, that is our week 6 power rankings, brought to you by your commentator homie Kirk. Hey, Takeover Season leads with the number 1 spot, 2K Twins with the number 2 spot. Those are our 2 teams ahead of our power rankings in week 6. Be on the lookout every Monday to see who's on the rise and who's not.